What if I told you that a former U.S. president owns a ranch so advanced and valuable that it makes most billionaire estates look like backyard gardens? George W. Bush's Prairie Chapel Ranch isn't just a retirement home. It's a multi-billion-dollar agricultural empire hiding secrets that will absolutely blow your mind. Let's go inside and see what's really hidden on this incredible property. When we think of a former U.S. president, we usually imagine someone living in a luxurious mansion or surrounded by security at an official residence. But George W. Bush took a completely different path after his time in the Oval Office ended. Instead of settling into some fancy estate in the suburbs, he returned to his beloved Texas ranch, creating what can only be described as the most advanced agricultural operation ever owned by a former commander-in-chief. This 1,583-acre Prairie Chapel Ranch in Crawford, Texas, isn't your typical presidential retirement property. It's a working farm that showcases cutting-edge technology, sustainable practices, and innovations that would make even the most successful commercial farmers envious. What makes this place truly remarkable is how Bush has transformed it into a living laboratory for sustainable agriculture and energy independence. But here's what'll really surprise you. This ranch generates more electricity than it uses, collects every drop of rainwater that falls on the property, and has underground facilities that most people would never imagine exist on a private farm. Wait until you hear about the secret bunker hidden beneath the prairie, the presidential command center that once ran the country, and the multi-million-dollar art collection housed in Bush's private studio. The ranch has become a model for how modern agriculture can embrace both productivity and environmental stewardship, proving that you can honor traditional farming values while embracing the latest innovations. It's the kind of operation that makes you proud of American agricultural ingenuity, but with surprises that will keep you watching until the very end. The underground geothermal system that powers everything. Here's where things get really impressive. Bush's ranch is powered by one of the most sophisticated geothermal energy systems ever installed on a private property. While most of us are just starting to hear about geothermal heating and cooling, Bush was ahead of the curve by decades. The system uses the Earth's constant underground temperature to heat and cool the entire ranch operation, including the main house, guest facilities, and all the agricultural buildings. It's like having the world's most efficient greenhouse heating system, except it's scaled up to power an entire ranch. The geothermal system isn't just about saving money on energy bills, though it does save tens of thousands of dollars annually. It's about energy independence, something that resonates with anyone who's ever wanted to be self-sufficient on their own land. The system includes underground loops that extend deep into the Texas soil, circulating fluid that maintains a constant temperature year-round. This technology allows the ranch to operate with minimal environmental impact while maintaining the comfort and efficiency needed for a world-class agricultural operation. It's the kind of forward-thinking approach that every homesteader dreams of implementing on their own property. The rainwater collection system that would make any gardener jealous. Every gardener knows the value of good water, and Bush's ranch has one of the most advanced rainwater collection and management systems you'll ever see. The ranch collects every drop of rain that falls on the property, storing it in massive underground cisterns that can hold hundreds of thousands of gallons. This isn't just about conservation, though that's certainly part of it. This is about creating a completely self-sufficient water system that can support the ranch through even the worst Texas droughts. The water collection system includes gutters and downspouts on every building, channeling rainwater into filtration systems that clean and store the water for later use. The ranch also features constructed wetlands that naturally filter and purify water while providing habitat for wildlife. It's like having the ultimate rain barrel setup, except instead of a few barrels in your backyard, Bush has created an entire watershed management system that would be the envy of any municipal water department. The system is so efficient that the ranch rarely needs to rely on outside water sources, even during extended dry periods that challenge other agricultural operations in the region. The Secret Service bunker, hidden beneath the prairie. Here's something that'll give you chills. Buried deep beneath the peaceful Texas prairie lies one of the most sophisticated security bunkers ever built for a private residence. While the exact details remain classified for obvious reasons, what we do know is that this underground facility was designed to protect a sitting president during national emergencies. The bunker includes independent power systems, air filtration, communication equipment, and enough supplies to sustain operations for extended periods. The entrance to this facility is so well concealed that you could walk right over it without ever knowing it exists. It's integrated into the landscape so seamlessly that it looks like just another part of the ranch's natural terrain. The construction required moving thousands of tons of earth and installing reinforced concrete structures that could withstand almost any conceivable threat. For those of us who remember the Cold War era, there's something both reassuring and sobering about knowing that such facilities exist to protect our nation's leaders. It's a reminder that even in peaceful times, the security of our democracy requires constant vigilance and preparation. The organic farming operation that feeds the local community. What many people don't realize is that Bush's Ranch operates a significant organic farming operation that supplies fresh produce to local communities and food banks throughout Central Texas. The ranch grows everything from tomatoes and peppers to corn and beans, using sustainable farming practices that would make any organic gardener proud. The operation includes multiple greenhouses, hoop houses, and field cultivation areas that produce thousands of pounds of fresh vegetables annually. The farming operation isn't just about growing food, it's about demonstrating that large-scale agriculture can be both productive and environmentally responsible. The ranch uses companion planting, crop rotation, and natural pest management techniques that mirror the best practices of home gardeners, just scaled up to commercial levels. They've proven that you don't need chemical fertilizers and pesticides to produce abundant harvests, something that resonates with anyone who's ever grown their own vegetables. The produce from the ranch is distributed through local food banks and community organizations, ensuring that fresh, healthy food reaches families who might not otherwise have access to organic vegetables. The cutting-edge solar array, hidden in plain sight. While the geothermal system handles heating and cooling, Bush's Ranch also features an extensive solar power installation that generates enough electricity to power multiple homes. The solar panels are strategically placed throughout the property, integrated into the landscape in ways that maintain the ranch's natural beauty while maximizing energy production. Some panels are mounted on barn roofs, others are incorporated into shade structures over livestock areas, and still others are ground-mounted at areas that aren't suitable for agriculture. The solar installation represents a significant investment in renewable energy technology, demonstrating that energy independence is achievable even in rural areas. The system includes battery storage that allows the ranch to maintain power even when the sun isn't shining, creating a truly self-sufficient energy system. For anyone who's ever considered installing solar panels on their own property, Bush's Ranch serves as an inspiring example of what's possible when you commit to renewable energy. The installation generates more power than the ranch uses, with excess electricity fed back into the local grid, essentially turning the ranch into a small-scale power plant. The wildlife management program that rivals national parks. Bush's Ranch isn't just about agriculture and energy, it's also home to one of the most successful private wildlife management programs in Texas. The property provides habitat for deer, turkey, quail, dove, and dozens of other species, creating a thriving ecosystem that supports both wildlife and agricultural operations. The ranch includes constructed ponds, native plant restoration areas, and carefully managed grazing systems that benefit both livestock and wild animals. The Wildlife Management Program demonstrates that agriculture and conservation can work hand in hand when properly planned and executed. The ranch has become a model for how private landowners can contribute to wildlife conservation while maintaining productive agricultural operations. Hunting on the ranch is carefully managed to maintain healthy wildlife populations while providing recreational opportunities and additional revenue. It's the kind of balanced approach to land management that our grandfathers would have recognized and appreciated, using the land productively while ensuring it remains healthy for future generations. The advanced cattle operation using genetic technology. The cattle operation at Bush's Ranch represents the cutting edge of modern livestock management, using genetic testing and selective breeding to produce some of the finest beef cattle in Texas. The ranch maintains detailed genetic records on every animal, using DNA analysis to make breeding decisions that improve the herd's health, productivity, and meat quality. It's like having a master gardener's approach to seed selection, except applied to livestock breeding with scientific precision. The cattle graze on carefully managed pastures that are rotated to maintain soil health and maximize grass production. The ranch uses a holistic grazing system that mimics natural grazing patterns, improving soil fertility while producing high-quality beef. The operation includes state-of-the-art handling facilities that reduce stress on the animals, while making ranch work safer and more efficient for the cowboys. Every aspect of the cattle operation reflects the same attention to detail and long-term thinking that characterizes the rest of the ranch, proving that traditional ranching and modern technology can work together to create superior results. The private airstrip and Presidential Command Center, hidden among the rolling hills of the ranch, is a private airstrip capable of handling everything from small private planes to Air Force One itself. During Bush's presidency, this facility served as an alternative White House, complete with secure communication systems that could connect the president to world leaders and military commanders anywhere on the globe. The airstrip includes underground fuel storage, advanced navigation equipment, and security systems that rival those at major airports. The command center, adjacent to the airstrip, contains communication equipment that was once used to run the country during Bush's frequent visits to the ranch. This isn't just a simple office. It's a fully equipped facility that allowed Bush to maintain presidential operations while enjoying the peace and quiet of rural Texas. For those of us who remember simpler times when leaders could retreat to their home states, there's something reassuring about knowing that our presidents can stay connected to their roots while serving the nation. The Art Studio and Presidential Legacy Center. What surprises many visitors is discovering that Bush's Ranch includes a sophisticated art studio, where the former president has developed his passion for painting. The studio is equipped with professional lighting, ventilation, and storage systems that would be the envy of any serious artist. Bush has created hundreds of paintings since leaving office, many depicting scenes from the ranch and portraits of world leaders he worked with during his presidency. His artwork has been displayed in galleries and museums, with some pieces selling for hundreds of thousands of dollars, adding yet another revenue stream to the ranch's diverse portfolio. Adjacent to the art studio is a private library and archive that houses documents, memorabilia, and artifacts from Bush's political career and family history. This isn't just a storage facility, it's a working research center where historians and biographers can access materials related to the Bush presidency and the broader Bush family legacy, in American politics. The facility represents a commitment to preserving history and ensuring that future generations can learn from the experiences of past leaders. It's the kind of thoughtful approach to legacy that reflects the values of a generation that understood the importance of preserving our nation's history. The archive also contains rare books, first edition volumes, and historical documents that make it one of the most valuable private collections in Texas, worth millions of dollars in its own right. The economic impact that extends far beyond the ranch. Bush's Ranch isn't just a private retreat. It's an economic engine that supports jobs and businesses throughout Central Texas. The ranch employs dozens of people directly, from ranch hands and maintenance staff to security personnel and administrative workers. But the economic impact extends far beyond the ranch gates, supporting local suppliers, contractors, and service providers who work with the operation. The ranch's annual operating budget runs into the millions, with significant portions going to local businesses for everything from feed and fuel to equipment maintenance and construction projects. The ranch has also become a significant attraction for visitors interested in presidential history and sustainable agriculture. Local businesses benefit from increased tourism, creating a ripple effect that strengthens the entire regional economy. Hotels, restaurants, gift shops, and tour operators all see increased business from people wanting to visit the area where a president chose to spend his retirement years. It's a perfect example of how successful agricultural operations can serve as anchors for rural communities, providing stability and opportunity in areas that might otherwise struggle economically. The ranch demonstrates that agriculture isn't just about producing food and fiber. It's about creating sustainable communities and preserving the rural way of life that has always been central to American identity. Studies estimate that the ranch's total economic impact on the region exceeds $50 million annually, supporting hundreds of jobs and generating millions in tax revenue for local governments. George W. Bush's Prairie Chapel Ranch proves that American ingenuity and agricultural tradition can create something truly extraordinary. From underground bunkers to cutting-edge renewable energy, this ranch represents the best of what's possible when vision meets hard work. If you enjoyed discovering the secrets of this incredible property, make sure to subscribe for more stories about America's most fascinating farms and estates, and check out the next video on your screen about another presidential property that will amaze you.